Вітаю, друзі! Брифінг.
Greetings. This briefing is dedicated to exposing the propaganda and lies of the aggressor state. We are observing the spreading of false information that on the territory of Ukraine, Russians allegedly destroyed samples of advanced weapons that our Western partners have transferred to us. In particular, the Russian Ministry of Defense once again tells lies about the alleged destruction of HIMARS systems, which caused serious damage to the aggressor state on the territory of Ukraine. On Friday, during the briefing, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation announced that within 2 weeks, from July 5th to July 20th, 2022, 4 HIMARS launchers and 1 transport loading vehicle were destroyed on the territory of Ukraine. This message is a lie. Not a single HIMARS system has been destroyed on the territory of Ukraine. Moreover, there are no separate launchers and transport inflicting machines. This is a complex operating on the basis of one car. Why is this lie reported by the Russian Ministry of Defense? Because Russia is once again trying to bring down the desire of Ukraine's partners to transfer to our country these weapons by spreading lies, which cause very serious harm to the Russian positions in the occupied territories. This is recognized even by Russian propagandists. In particular, on the Telegram channel of Yevgen Podubny, it is reported that it is HIMARS that causes the most damage to Russia. Quote, Ukrainian troops have mastered Western weapons well. It has already been confirmed during the strikes of the armed forces of Ukraine on the sites, on the cities of the LPR and DPR, and on the territory controlled by the Russian troops. An example is the shelling of Kherson and Novakakhovka from HIMARS systems. The armed forces of Ukraine will not fall apart right now. Their training has been going on for years. The Russian propagandist confirms that it is HIMARS systems exactly that are capable of breaking the scenario planned by Russia on the battlefield. However, at the same time, Russian propagandists want to downplay the role of this weapons system. In particular, the so-called military expert Konstantin Sivkov, in an interview with the Russian state agency RIA Novosti, reports that missiles for HIMARS cannot significantly affect the course of their operation on the territory of Ukraine. Such conflicting information given by Russian propagandists actually shows that HIMARS causes panic in the ranks of the aggressor state and their troops, because they are able to destroy their units and weapons depots. Meanwhile, Russia continues to claim non-existent victories on the battlefield. Russia Today, with reference to the Ministry of Defense of Russia, reports that more than 320 nationalists were killed as a result of a high-precision strike on a temporary deployment point of the armed forces unit on the territory of the vegetable base in Mykolaiv. This report is a lie. Russia did not inflict such casualties, and there are no such casualties among the armed forces. One more fake which was spread by the aggressor state due to a hacker attack on Ukrainian radio networks was that the president of Ukraine was allegedly in intensive care in a serious condition. To spread this, a hacker attack was carried out, and this message was broadcasted on Ukrainian radio for a very short time. This information is false and denied by the president of Ukraine himself. This fake doesn't differ from the very unsuccessful propaganda fakes carried out by Russian government officials, in particular the head of Chechnya Kadyrov, propagandist Solovyov, about the fact that the president of Ukraine allegedly wrote a statement about renunciation of power and capitulation. They even hired actors to play the president of Ukraine in these videos. They not only used deepfake technologies, but also involved real individuals and tried to put on makeup in order to speak a fake text through the mouth of the alleged president. Another visual proof that Russia uses fascist technologies in its propaganda is the video that was distributed by the Russian state channel Russia 24. It is about the fact that the letter Z was cut with a combined harvester on one of the fields, apparently in support of military aggression against Ukraine. This echoes the fact that in Germany a while ago, a farmer also carved a swastika in a field to send a signal of support for neo-Nazism. The fact that Russia uses Nazi technologies in its propaganda has long been no secret, including the constant involvement of children to justify military aggression. At the same time, Russia disguises itself as the Soviet Union, as the Red Army. In particular, the cases of using the red flag in their propaganda activities have increased again. Why is this done? In order to distance Russia from the military aggression it is carrying out against Ukraine, and to make it look like a continuation of the Second World War, the fight against Nazism, and so on. In particular, we are talking about the red flag that was handed to the aggressors on the territory of Bilohorivka by local residents. This was shown on the Russian state channel Russia Today. And from the category of curiosities, one of the leading propagandists, one of the mouthpieces of this war, Alexander Kots, known to us for throwing in fakes about the Wagnerites during the last 2 years, now he is a so-called military correspondent on the territory of the self-proclaimed Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republics. So, this military correspondent of the Russian state media, which promotes war, says that Ukraine should be wiped off the face of the earth. Well, it turns out he doesn't have enough money. He is asking his followers to raise money for a pickup truck. Can you imagine how absurd it is? Russia presents itself as the second army of the world. Accordingly, their propagandists should be provided with everything necessary. Accordingly, their propagandists should bask in money. It makes sense, right? At the same time, they ask their subscribers, help whoever you can, at least 1 ruble. You have to travel a lot, the distances are long, the quality of roads is frontline, and it hasn't rained yet. What is needed is not a new, but reliable and unpretentious diesel SUV, for which we are announcing a money gathering. I would be grateful for any amount. The propagandist writes, and for us this information is a reason to doubt that everything is all that good in the Russian army and in the Russian state. Once again, I urge you not to believe the aggressor state and their propagandists, but to trust the Ukrainian telethon, mass media, military and political leadership. See you.